My name is Ashliey Wasson. I'm the team leader and owner of Oahu Lux Homes at eXp Realty. Today's video, we are going to be discussing how to choose the right real estate agent, or rather how to not choose the wrong one. Using the wrong real estate agent can be very expensive. If you're a buyer, it can cost you through the lack of market knowledge. It can be overpaying, missing out on a property for various reasons. It can be the lack of negotiation skills. Same for a seller. If you're a seller, your agent could be overpricing, could be underpricing. You could have high days on market, which will cost you momentum for the most eager buyer in multiple offer situation. Your holding costs and your opportunity costs are massive. Needless to say, if they don't have an aggressive market strategy, if they're not staying on top of market trends, they don't have the ability to invest the time and money to get you exposure, whether you're a buyer or an agent, it comes down to relationships, right? If your agent has relationships with other listing agents in the neighborhood, they might be able to find you an off-market property, for example. Needless to say, it's a good thing that you found this video so we can go over the tips and tricks on how to find the right realtor for you, because it's a big deal. So to start off, real quick, make sure that you take a second to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so you can get notified for all things Hawaii, Oahu, and real estate. Now, here are the 7 tips to consider when choosing a realtor. And I'm gonna save the best one for last. Of course, gotta keep you hooked in, right? Are they experienced? So how long have they been in business? Why is this important, right? Well, it's the amount of time they've been able to work on their skill set. The skill set being understanding market knowledge, understanding the contract, and that's helping you understand it as well, but also the best ways to navigate and negotiate through it or get you out of the contract. Building relationships is very important with your vendors and fellow realtors. Again, that's your team. You've got to set yourself up with the right team, escrow, lender, agent. And a really savvy agent who's been in this industry for a while is likely surrounding themselves with talent as well, which will just be even better for you. I would say that you probably want someone who's been in the industry for 2 to 3 years minimum. That's not to say it's completely necessary, but I think that's enough time for a single agent to flourish. If they're on a real estate team, it's a little different because they have a team leader, they have a network, they're being trained, probably more aggressive. They have someone else reviewing their contracts. They have people who are probably nurturing the transaction with them and along with them. So they're gonna get ahead faster. I'm not gonna say that a brand new agent doesn't have its perks as well, because a brand new agent, what they lack in knowledge, they likely have in hustle. So it depends on what you're looking for, what's your experience level, and what do you need them for. Number 2, what are their recent sales? Have they been doing real estate? Are they actively in real estate? Not all agents are. They might be really good at marketing it, but not actually selling it. They might not be good at either. They might be crushing it. So how do you find that out? And why is it important? Well, real estate, and especially in a trending market, in a desirable market rather, is always trending. It's always changing, right? So you want to make sure that your agent is staying on top of those trends. Now, it's also important if they're starving. If an agent is desperate for business, I hate to say, but are they going to lead you in the best way out of their interest or for your best interest? And unfortunately, if someone needs to put food on their table, they might not necessarily guide you in the best way possible. So making sure that they have some sales under their belt, know that they're servicing you, that they're not desperate for a deal is important. I'd say if I had to put a number on that, 2 to 3 sales in the last 3 months, minimum 10 per year. Obviously, the more, the better, of course. If you're looking for a listing agent, however, though, you want to see how many listings that they've had specifically, because selling a property is different than finding a home. So that's another question to make sure you ask your agent. And we'll get into that a little bit more as well in one of our later tips. Number 3, are they responsive? So do they pick up their phone? You'd be surprised how often I come across agents, listing agents, who don't pick up their phone. And when I'm training realtors, I tell them, if you want to stand out, pick up your phone. That alone will get you business. Are they communicating with you through your preferred methods? Do you like phone? Do you like text? Do you like email? Do you like social media? Make sure your agent is adaptable to the best needs for you. Or if you want to adapt to them, that's okay as well. Make sure that they're readily available and responding to you within reason. Don't expect your agent to be on 24/7. You don't want them to burn out. They probably have a family. They have a life. You want that for them as well, I would hope, because mutual respect and all. I mean, I always try to get to my clients within the same day. I'm pretty responsive personally, but obviously some people might have different models for theirs. Maybe they're more dense in showings, and showings can take a couple hours. So give them some time. It shouldn't be more than 24 hours though. So if your agent is taking more than 24 hours to get back to you, that probably is a problem. And if they are listing your property, especially, you want to know that the agent is picking up the phone of your inquiring buyers and agents, which is key, because when you can pick up the phone and you're talking to someone live in the moment, it keeps the excitement and momentum going. It keeps the energy pushed towards your listing, getting it sold faster, because it's all in the intangibles. It's all in the details. A lot of people don't focus on the details. They focus on the big picture. So, tip 4. Do you feel rushed? Are you feeling pressured to sign a contract of some sorts? There can be multiple kinds of contracts. You can have a buyer's representative contract, a purchase contract, a listing agreement. It can be scary to pull the trigger. I get that. So you might need someone who is able to help push you forward. That's not bad, but you want to make sure that you're feeling guided by facts and information and not by pressure and closing sales skills per se. I always want my clients, and I tell them all the time, if they're feeling gun shy on something or if they're feeling unsure of something, I'll give them the information because I want them to feel empowered by their decisions, not forced or not persuaded into them. And I feel like if people have all the information and they're informed, they feel confident moving forward, even if they felt uneasy to begin with. So energy is powerful. Use your judgment. If you feel that you're being sold and if you're not being encouraged, listen to your gut. Hear that. And when you find a great agent that you can trust, then you'll value what they say, even if you don't agree with it. The whole reason why you want to find the right agent. Because that way, when those hard conversations happen, if they do happen, you know that you can trust what they're saying. 5, reviews and testimonies. So go online, and if you have a specific agent already in mind, you can look them up and then see what kind of reviews they have, or reverse engineer it the other way. Look up what the past clients have been saying. So that's going to give you a good indication of the type of experience that they've been having. And sometimes quality is better than quantity, but if they have both, that's fantastic. I'll be honest, I am terrible at getting my clients to give me reviews. However, 98% of my business is repeat and referral, and I don't ask them often to do a review after. I have a template email that goes out, but I don't follow up, even though I should. So if you're an agent and you're listening to this, do as I say, don't do as I do. When you have that much repeat and referral business, a lot of it's word of mouth as well, and they're buying repeat properties. So a lot of the clients that I'm working with are investors, and or I am invested in their real estate portfolio and helping them grow it. So they're buying and selling multiple properties, or buying and holding multiple properties. And it's the same clients over and over again. So it's a circle, a tight-knit circle of business. But with that said, everyone can get a negative review or two. You can't make everyone happy. We already know that. So give some people some grace. But when you look up, some things that you want to hear is like, do they have successful lasting relationships? Do they have raving fans? Negative things you want to look out for is, were they feeling pressured or rushed into anything? Did that agent take too long to sell their house? Were they unresponsive? Did they seem like they didn't care, that there was a lack of effort? If someone's putting that into a review, I think there might be some grounds to stand on there. I've never gotten a review like that, but I think if they did, you should, ask that agent what happened there. If you really connected with them and you wanted to work with them, there might be a perfectly good explanation. Tip number 6 is, do they niche in what you're looking for? What that means is, let's say you are a veteran. Does that realtor work with veterans? Are they familiar with the VA loan? Are they familiar with the processes and the terminology of a veteran relocating or moving or selling? Are they luxury? Are they working in the price point that you're looking to buy or sell in? Do they have that type of network? And do they have the platform and the abilities to market to the type of network that you want? Are they investors? What type of investors? Fix and flip, buy and hold, BRRRR, syndication, commercial? If any of those, does that buyer, or if you are the buyer, are you using hard money, private money? Does your realtor know what those terms are? Do they understand how to present that contract to the best of the ability? Things that might arise down the line that could create delays, and know how to navigate it so everyone's happy, because you want everyone to be happy in the end. So some questions you can ask to see if they are the right fit for you. Pretty simple. How much of your business is VA, investor, luxury? What percent of your business is sales versus listings? Because if you're looking to sell your house, again, you want to make sure that your agent is adverse in listings. It is a very big difference when you are selling a property and marketing it versus when you are a buyer's agent and you're just posing and getting your buyer to look at and asking the right questions and identifying a good deal. And then what platforms can they market your property? Also, if it is a niche, are they in any type of group or platforms that would be in nurturing? Say if it's investment, for example, are they part of meetups and masterminds or Facebook pages where they can have off-market opportunities brought to you as well, or off-market buyers brought to your listings? Number 7, and I said I would save the best for last, because for me personally, if I'm looking to purchase out of state, this is my number 1 question. Are they full-time or are they part-time? You guys deserve to work with a dedicated full-time realtor. This may be tricky to figure out though, because they may not be honest if you ask them. But if they're stumbling when you ask just point blank, that's a pretty good indicator. Normally, if someone asks me if I'm full-time, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. 7 days a week. Why is it important that your agent is full-time? Because you want to make sure that they're staying on top of listings the moment they come on the market. You want to make sure that your agent is able to go out and show property when you're available, because sometimes if there's too many scheduling conflicts, you can lose out on opportunity. 3, you want to make sure that your agent is staying up to date with contracts, because your contracts might change state to state, but also the trends of how you're drafting contracts change. If you're in a buyer's market versus seller's market, or if you look at a particular type of home, you may need to be more aggressive. Say, clean your contract, like don't ask for cleaning, don't ask for pet treatment, and maybe pay for termite because there's 6 offers on the property. But if there's no offers on the property, you would not ask for those things, saving you as the buyer money. But those have to be something that you read case by case by being in the market actively. If you're selling a property, you want to make sure that you're readily available to answer the phone, either show up to the showing or provide entry instructions for the agent to your listing quickly. Again, energy. You want things to flow quickly and aggressively. Work off of people's hype and their momentum as it's there. And then knowing that they're constantly sharpening their skills and training. Are they going out to open houses and looking at the inventory that's out there and available? Are they building relationships with agents? Because the stronger those relationships are, the more likely they are going to get your contracts and your offers accepted, because people want to work with people whom they know, like, and trust. And that includes agents as well. More importantly, they are getting training and education, because if they're available all day, they time block and they fit a lot into that frame, versus having a full-time job or even a part-time job where they're just fitting in showings where they can and maybe a few posts. So how do you find this out? Well, how many sales did they do? If they're a full-time agent and they've been a full-time agent for 2 years, they should have a decent amount of sales. So look on online platforms like realtor.com or Zillow.com and see if they have, more than a couple sales in the past couple months. Are they active on social media? Active agent most likely, or full-time agent rather, is usually active on social media. So posting properties or updates on their buyers and or real estate activities that they're doing in general. Call during working hours. If they never answer during working hours, it might be a good indication that they're working another job. Okay, lastly, I just wanted to do a bonus tip. This is for sellers specifically. So things that you should look out for a seller. 1, what does the agent's listing presentation and pitch look like? 2, what do they offer you? Are they offering photography, staging, or are they asking you to pay for it? Do they have or three, do they have a budget to invest into your property? I firmly believe in investing into my clients' assets to show them that I'm committed and that I am working hard to get them an offer. And 4, are they able to negotiate their own commissions? Because if they can't negotiate their own commissions, how do you think they're going to negotiate getting you the best sales price? In conclusion, how do you find your agent? Because this all sounds great, but where do you find them, right? And that can be a little tricky, but search online, find those online reviews, and see if that person connects with you. See if they have their bios or their listings are in line with your particular niche that you're looking in. You can search on social media platforms that here on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook. Our word of mouth is fantastic. So if you've heard a lot of people talking about a particular agent in general around your community or your friends, referrals can come from other realtors. So say if you're relocating, you might have a realtor you're working with. They can also find you an agent in your market. Your friends can refer you, your families, and then your lender can refer you to some agents as well. So if you got pre-approved before talking to your realtor, ask who they recommend. Ask for their top 2 or their top 3 so that you can interview them. Whether you're a buyer's agent or a listing agent, you can interview your realtors. Remember, it's expensive if you choose the wrong one. So invest in yourself. This could be the largest asset of your life and or the beginning to your real estate portfolio and financial wealth. So choosing the right one is important. Invest a little bit of time to make the right decision first and foremost. If you found this information useful, again, please like and subscribe below. Click the little bell so you can get notifications on all things Hawaii, Oahu, and real estate. If you're living in or moving to Hawaii and you're looking to connect with a realtor, please reach out to me. My contact information is below in the description. I'm available anytime, so please do not hesitate to reach out. Until next time, have a blessed day. Aloha.